My name is Curren Matthias, and I am training for an Ironman triathlon. An Ironman is a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bike, and then a marathon. So when I was in middle school, my dad was watching a documentary on it, and I just thought, oh, that looks really cool. I always told myself I'd do one someday, and then after I ran collegiately at Wartburg, I knew I was pretty fit, and so I figured, why not do this now? It was pretty humbling. I was hoping to finish in around 10 hours, and it took me 14 and a half. I was so ready to quit. I thought I could just muscle my way through it. I was definitely relying a lot on just my run background. The biggest issue is probably the bike. The bike can be a double-edged sword because you can make a lot of gains on it, but it can also give you a lot of time to think. And the runs are always pretty electric. I mean, it definitely helps as the day goes on and more people get on the run course, because then you have athletes encouraging other athletes as well. And I mean, it's really a big community thing. So like I said, there's going to be moments inevitably during every race where something will go wrong or you're not going to be feeling great. For a half, you're focusing for 4 straight hours, and so when I finally get to the finish line, I'm just emotionless. Regardless of how the race went, it is pretty rewarding when you take a step back and you're like, well, I did just accomplish something that a large majority of the population wouldn't even consider doing. I love when people come up to me and they're like, that's crazy that you did that, and then I love to tell them, you can do it too. And so that's probably my favorite thing, actually, is trying to encourage others. I just want people to get excited about, like, hey, I'm pushing myself to try to do something really hard. And just because it's hard, that doesn't mean it's bad. I would say the biggest challenges that I usually face are on the training side. Life can get really busy sometimes, and Monday I treat as a recovery day. It's probably like a 4-mile run in the morning, and then Tuesday morning I swim 2,000 to 3,000 yards, and then in the afternoon I usually do the group ride in Cedar Falls, so that's a 2 to 3 hour pretty hard bike ride. Wednesdays I usually run like 6 to 8 miles in the morning, and then I lift. Thursdays run an hour in the morning, and then I usually just do an easy ride, like an hour-ish. Friday I usually try to do a longer, intense swim, 3,000 to 4,000 yards. Saturday I do a long ride. I try to get over 5 hours in. Sunday I do a long run, somewhere upwards of 20, 21. And then Monday rolls around and I start it all over again. Probably the biggest thing that has helped me overcome any difficulties and actually getting out the door is just waking up and getting it done right away. And that has definitely made a really big difference, especially just in the sense of I want to see my wife, I still want to see my kid. Parker is my silly, pretty little, almost 2-year-old. You'll be sitting there just minding your own business. Out of nowhere, she'll just come up and run up to you and just give you this big hug, and your heart just kind of like melts. If there's one thing that I hope Parker can learn and pick up, is just that I just don't want her to put a cap on what she can achieve. And so I hope that she can come to the realization of like, oh, Dad's working really hard at this and he gets to see the results from this. Maybe if I work really hard at this thing, then I can see the results too. I would say the biggest change in my daily life since becoming a dad is I'm a lot more conscious of my time. I mean, I'd rather be spending time with my daughter than sitting and scrolling on my phone. Or it does really suck when you're trying to walk out the door and she's like, bye-bye, and then she watches you walk out the door and she runs up to the window and just has her hands and face against it, and you're just like, I really don't want to go right now. I finished Waco, or my first Ironman, and I pretty much immediately knew I wanted to do another one. I just kind of was ready to see what I could do at this distance again, and it's been 4 years since I've done the Ironman distance. I just want to see it all come together and show that I've learned from the mistakes I made in the past. A lot of people ask me how long I think I'll do triathlon or I'll keep running, and probably my biggest concern is what's going to happen when Parker or other kids come up to me and they're like, "Dad, why are you gone?" And I think it'll probably break my heart enough that that'll be the end of it.